He came in, it was calm as that beautiful flat night. And I saw this boat coming in, you couldn't see the boat, you could see the lights and you could see this figure standing, it looked like he was standing on the water. Anyway, he came right in past us. He had 500 stone, 3,000 kilos of herrings in that boat, nearly sunk. And to this day, it's never been beaten. And the boat is there. That's the type of boat, very small boat. They were all night shaking these herrings out. And the next morning, when they were stacked up on the market, you would not believe that stack of boxes of herrings come out of that boat. And he was crowned the herring king. Many years ago, in the 50s and 60s, there was many thousands of kilos of herrings caught in Hastings and sold all over the country. About 1970 there was a complete ban on catching herring, and I think, it's only my opinion, that people lost the taste for herring. Very, very eco-friendly way of fishing, without any doubt, a drift net, because the big ones can't get in there, so they fall out, and the very small ones wriggle through. So you only catch the certain size of herrings, whichever the net is, and these are restricted by the government. These are bloaters. We've done thousands in our time. This is what we were very well known for in the old days. We had an old traditional smokehouse, which is not unlike the sheds you see on the beach, but it was built of brick. They had to lay sometimes 12 or 14 hours with salt in them. The next morning they had to be washed up and put on sticks. And they were all hung on sticks by their heads like that, right? So no mechanical devices, just purely oak logs. They took between 12 and 15 hours to do. When they were done, we sold every one of them in the shop, many, many hundreds every week. We had customers that would come in the shop on a Saturday and buy 12 because they last for 2 or 3 weeks when they've been smoked. These look a little bit odd to the kippers you're used to seeing because they're not coloured. They're only coloured by the wood. Some kippers are coloured artificially. Kippers are split open. I'll show you they're done in a minute. Everything's cleaned out of them. They're hung up completely different. They take only a few hours. You can eat them raw when they're done properly, although normally they're cooked in water. They only take a few minutes. Bloaters are normally fried or grilled. There's a thing called a butt clip. That you can eat as it is. The head and the guts is out. You can literally eat this as it is because it's cooked. It's much softer than a bloater. If you feel them, don't be frightened to pick them up and smell them. They smell lovely. This is soft. You can eat that. Normally eaten cold. Can warm them up if you wish. Bloaters you have to cook. Use the back of the knife, not the front. Lay the knife away from the tail and you'll scrape the herrings off easy as you like. To split them like a kipper, right the way up the back, open them right up, take the roe out, right, there's the roe, take out the gills each side, and that is now ready for salting. And that will later on, it needs to be washed, that will later on become a kipper. Cut into the head, you can feel the bone. As soon as you feel the bone, just follow it down like that. And that's the fillet. Right, same the other way. Just cut in, you can feel the bone, I'm already there. Just follow the bone down, right? Simple. Some people like hard roe, some people like the soft roe. Personally, I like the soft best. The hard roe is the female, the soft roe is the male. They've all got roes in November. The roes start to go towards beginning, middle of December. The roes will be nearly gone. Then the herring becomes just a long, thin, tasteless fish, you know. Through the bone, I won't use the knife, I'll hold the head with my fingers, pull the gut out, there it is, look. That's the gut. That's all there is. Now, score them. Not like some of the chefs say, just scratch them. Score them to the bone, right? And you'll see why later. About half a dozen scores right into the bone. Same with that way, right? Until they become like that, look. And that's all you do. Wash them, dry them a little bit, flour them. Some people cook them in oatmeal. We're going to cook them in flour today. But that's all you do. When they're cooked, each one of them segments lifted off very carefully with your fingers, and you'll leave a lot of the bones in there. The little hairy bones that I'm telling you about, which are not much thicker than your hair, you can eat them with a bit of bread. Pat won't even worry about it. Me, if I get one, it's the end of the world. But eat the hair with the front teeth, and then if there's any bones, you can just take them out.